What if nothing could steal your peace anymore? Not the rude driver, not your boss's tone, not your partner's silence, not your phone's endless noise. Imagine being so centered that the world could spin, people could talk, chaos could roar, and still, your peace wouldn't move. What if peace wasn't something you had to find anymore, but something you became? We live in a world that almost dares you to lose your calm. Every headline screams for your reaction. Every person seems to want an opinion. Every day feels like a test. How long before you snap? And sometimes you do. Not because you're weak, not because you don't know better, but because you're tired. Your peace has been chipped away piece by piece until you wake up and realize you're reliving in defense mode. But what if you could stop reacting and start responding? What if no one, not the stress, not the words, not even the memories, could touch your peace again? That's what we're going to explore today. Before we go deeper, take 1 second, just one. Subscribe, hit the bell, and give this video a like. Because this channel is your space for stillness, reflection, and real transformation. Now, let's be honest. Keeping your peace in this world feels almost impossible. Someone says something disrespectful, and your chest tightens. A coworker blames you for their mistake, and your blood starts to boil. You scroll social media, and suddenly you're angry at strangers. You're not crazy. You're overstimulated. When you react, you lose power. When you respond, you regain it. There's this misconception that peaceful people are passive, soft, disconnected. Wrong. True peace is fierce. It's knowing you could react, but choosing not to. It's standing in the storm and refusing to let it take your balance. Let's look at what happens inside your body when someone pushes your buttons. Your brain instantly activates the amygdala, the alarm center. It says, "Threat detected." Adrenaline floods your system. Heart rate increases. You get ready to fight, argue, defend. But most of the time, there's no real danger, just someone's words or tone. Your brain reacts as if your life depends on it. Now here's the problem. When that becomes your default mode, you're living in constant tension. You think you're defending yourself, but in reality, your own body is turning against you. Stress hormones eat away at your peace like acid on glass. So how do we stop it? By creating a pause. Most people never find it. They go from trigger to explosion in one breath. But when you master the pause, you master your peace. Next time something gets under your skin, try this. Breathe in deeply through your nose and say silently, "This isn't about me." Because usually, it isn't. People project their chaos onto whoever's closest. Don't volunteer to be their mirror. And I know, easier said than done. Especially when you're the one holding everything together. The strong one. The calm one. The one who never explodes but swallows everything. There's a special kind of exhaustion that comes from being the strong one. People admire your calm, but they have no idea how heavy it is to carry. You walk through the fire with a smile because falling apart isn't an option. That's why boundaries aren't selfish. They're sacred. Saying no is sometimes the most peaceful thing you can do. Let's talk about something you may never have been taught. Emotional energy hygiene. Just like you wash your hands, you have to wash your mind. Because every conversation, every environment, every piece of bad news leaves residue. You pick up energy that isn't yours, and before you know it, your peace feels dirty. How do you cleanse it? Start simple. First, stop absorbing everything. You don't need to read every headline. The world won't fall apart if you log off. Let stillness become your rebellion. Peace calls you back home. Feel your feet on the ground, unclench your jaw, roll your shoulders. Remind your body that it's safe to relax. Third, create your peace rituals. Maybe it's a cup of chamomile tea before bed. Maybe it's diffusing lavender while you write. Maybe it's a walk without your phone, or 5 minutes of prayer when you wake. These aren't luxuries, they're lifelines. And speaking of prayer, peace isn't just something you work for. Sometimes it's something you receive. If your soul's tired, if your chest feels tight, whisper this with me. Lord, I give you my racing emotions. The words that hurt, the anger I swallow, the worries I hide behind my smile. I can't control everything, and I don't want to anymore. Teach me to let go. Help me keep my peace when people misunderstand me. Help me stay soft when the world is hard. Help me remember that silence can speak louder than shouting. And when I feel anger rise again, remind me, I don't need to win every battle. Sometimes peace is the victory. Now breathe, in, out. Feel that? That's the pause again. The space where you choose not to be controlled. But I'll tell you something radical. Peace doesn't mean nothing ever bothers you. It means things still happen, but they don't enter you anymore. You stop letting external chaos invade your internal calm. You stop hosting other people's storms inside your soul. Let's get practical. There are 3 triggers that steal your peace fastest: people, pressure, and the past. People. You can't control them. Not what they say, not how they act, not how they see you. Protect your energy like it's currency, because it is. You spend it on every reaction. Save it for what matters. Pressure. That constant feeling of having to do more, be more, prove more. It's not real. The past. You can't change what happened. You can only stop reliving it. Let it rest so you can too. Now, let's talk about your nervous system, because peace isn't only spiritual, it's physical. It thinks alertness equals safety. That's why even good days feel tense. You've trained your body to expect chaos. So tonight, retrain it. Try this simple grounding practice before bed. Put one hand over your heart and one over your stomach. Breathe deeply. As you exhale, say, I release what's not mine. Do it 3 times. You'll be surprised how much your body listens. Silence isn't empty. It's where everything real begins to grow. You notice beauty again. You feel gratitude again. That's what peace does. It clears the static so your soul can hear. But here's a secret most people miss. Peace is not a destination, it's a discipline. You'll just get better at choosing peace faster each time. You'll start smiling instead of snapping. You'll start walking away instead of engaging. And that's growth. That's power. Remember, you are allowed to be calm in a world that profits from your chaos. You are allowed to choose serenity over noise, grace over anger, softness over sharpness. And if you're ready to make peace your new normal, here's something small that helps. In our eBook, linked in the pinned comment, you will find natural ways to support your calm, herbal teas that truly relax your body. It's not about escaping life, it's about living it without losing yourself. Breathe. Remember this. You don't have to attend every argument you're invited to. You don't have to prove your worth to anyone. You don't have to match anyone's energy but your own. Your peace is your responsibility and your power. And maybe tonight, when the world goes quiet and the thoughts try to rise, you'll remember. Peace doesn't mean nothing happens. It means you remain whole when it does. So tell me, what if nothing could steal your peace anymore?